This is really nice. It's a natural arch, and this is actually an Insta point. Hello and welcome to our channel Diversity Travelers. It's a beautiful day, a new day in Sydney. Very sunny day, so it's a new video. We are at the moment enjoying a beautiful walk inside Nielsen Park. We just love this point. This is probably one of the highlights on this track, and look at the beauty. This is just an open space. The view is just magnificent, unobstructed. With this rock formation, this is just the most beautiful point on this track. So come and join us. It will be a fantastic, beautiful, picturesque walk in this national park. When we are in Sydney, we always want to do some walk. It's a beautiful morning in Sydney, very sunny, and we came to visit Sydney Harbour National Park. And you have seen our video at Watson's Bay and Milson's Point, and those were very nice locations. And we are here in the same region, actually same peninsula near Rose Bay, Watson's Bay today. It's a very sunny morning and we have 3-4 hours. So we thought we'll come and visit Vaucluse, one of the most expensive suburbs in Australia. It's getting very windy at the moment, but the view will be just amazing, spectacular. What can I say? And look at these trees, this beautiful row of big trees. This whole suburb, this area is always beautiful, and that's why it's so expensive. Look at the color of water. Wow. Inside this Nielsen Park, there is a lookout, so we are going up to that lookout because view will be just amazing. You will be able to see Sydney Skyline and Sydney Harbour Bridge. Look at this ferry, it's just going back to Circular Quays at the moment. What a pretty sight, and the color is just magnificent. Number of years ago we did Fuji to Bondi walk, and that was really spectacular. Sydney has such a long way of harbour shoreline, and so there are multiple walks that you can do, and there is a catamaran coming to Rose Bay. And we have a beautiful sitting arrangement as well if you want to have a rest, and this is really nice. And there is a little bit of track to follow to the tip, and I think that will be an unobstructed viewing point. As we are walking through these tracks, gradually it's revealing itself, and it's always beautiful. And look at this point's name, it's called Bottle and Glass Point. While we're talking, look at this, Manly ferry is passing by. It's very windy at the moment, and the water could be a little bit choppy. It's a very natural looking walking track. We have rocks and we have uneven surface. I think it's meant to be like this if you are going for bushwalk or beautiful cliff walks. And if we are not entirely wrong, I think this rock is called Baba's Rock. This is the Rose Bay, Watson's Bay ferry. We thought we were going to take the ferry while going back to Circular Quays, but it is so choppy, so windy. The plan has changed, so we are not catching the ferry this time. And this is so pretty. Color is actually like very contrasting with the sandy beach. Just so nice on a sunny day. All the walks around Sydney is beautiful. Now we are on the other side and we are going to other end. And this is rather beautifully paved walking path, and this is one of the easiest walk around Sydney. So we are at this Nielsen Park. Look at this beach. It's a very small one called Shark Beach, and look at the rock formations. They're really nice. Amazing formations. They're very similar to the Gap Lookout. Look at this rock. It's called Well Rock, and this point is called Shark Point. It's so windy at the moment. While I'm taking selfies, it's difficult to even hold the camera. But we are on the Shark Beach, and this is inside Nielsen Park, and what a wonderful sight this is. Look at our background, and the color contrast is just unbelievably beautiful. Oh, this is a pretty restaurant. It's looking really nice. This old house converted into restaurant. Today is a public holiday, King's birthday. So a lot of tourists are around and enjoying this very windy but very sunny day in Sydney. In our background, that big rock is Well Rock, and this is called Shark Point. Wow, look at that ferry, it's going so fast. Wow, and these rock formations are just magnificent. And now we are going up these stairs to follow this Hermitage Foreshore track. It's about 100 meter up, and then we'll be walking through that beautiful walking track. It's a little bit of uphill, 100 meter. It's actually gradually increasing, so it's not a sudden rise. Look at this cottage, it's called Point Cottage. It was originally built as a barracks for gunnery crew in 1880s. It was linked by tunnel to the adjacent battery, which was formed part of fortifications established to protect Sydney Harbour from attack. Wow, that was important, isn't it? So this is the beginning of Hermitage Foreshore walking track. It will be about one way, 1.8 kilometer, grade 3, 30 minutes to 1 hour. So after 680 meter, after 10 minutes, we'll have Strickland Estate and Milk Beach. And then from there, in 20 minutes time, after 1.2 kilometer, we'll have Hermitage Point. And then about 25 minutes later, another 1.5 kilometer, we'll have Queen's Beach. And on the map you are here, Point Cottage. And then you need to walk up this to this point. I have to be a little bit careful because there are some uneven steps, but it is going to be walkable. The steps are like fairly well maintained and they're nice. Actually, we had worse steps before. This walkway is very nicely maintained, so it's very easy walk as long as you can manage those steps. So this is the walkway, and there is a diversion, a viewpoint, and this viewpoint is just so good. Wow, look at this rock formation. We are passing by this area. The walking path is just so nicely done. And look at this rock. Look at this rock formation in our background. We are just passing by this rock, and this is so nice. Look at these steps. It's well done. I mean, obviously it's not that difficult. You need to be a little bit careful when you are stepping. And we are going to another lookout. Same view, different lookout. Now we have got a very clear viewpoint, and the whole area is very nicely visible, and we can see the Harbour Bridge and the Sydney Skyline is very clearly visible. And these pathways, they're very narrow. There are so many people walking today because today is a public holiday. King's birthday. When we took the Bondi to Coogee walk, and that was a public holiday, and there was hundreds of people walking with hundreds of dogs. It was most enjoyable. Sometimes there are steps made with stone, and if you can manage these, then the walk is very easy. I mean, step like this. Now we have arrived at a point where we have magnificent rock formations, so we will get to enjoy these rocks. Wow, the color is just spectacular. And by looking at these rock formations, these holes inside this rock, what do you reckon? Can you recognize somewhere in the world that you have seen before? This is very similar formations like Pamukkale in Turkey. In a very small scale though, they are very much identical. We just love this point. This is probably one of the highlights on this track, and look at the beauty. This is just an open space. The view is just magnificent, unobstructed. With this rock formation, This is just the most beautiful point on this track. This location is so pretty. We decided to just have a rest and sit on these rocks.
This is called Sunset Place.
Okay, so this is called Sunset Point.
Sunset Place, yeah.
Sunset Place. If you're walking on this track, look out for this tree. This is really nice. It's a natural arch, and this is actually an Insta point. Wow, this is like a U-turn. I think sometimes water comes up to this level. This is a little bit precarious and you have to be very careful, very slippery. This bay and this viewpoint is just so pretty. So we have just arrived at this milk beach, and this was supposed to be done in 10 minutes, but we took 40 minutes because the view is so spectacular. We are just stopping, vlogging and taking photos and videos and reels. Look at this beauty. I mean, obviously there are obvious reasons why we are getting delayed, and I can't just add any more. Look at these houses of Vaucluse just beside this walking track. Massive balcony with such a wonderful view. That's why Vaucluse has average house price of 10 million and above. One of the other houses. In some places this is really difficult. Look at this rock. It's like a mouth. Could easily be another whale's mouth. Opened and it can very easily swallow someone. And this is called Hermitage Point. Wow, this area, particular part of this walk looks like rainforest. This particular cliff, this rock is called unstable because there is a notice board. It's written it's unstable cliff, so it can fall over. Oh, this is Queen's Beach. And look at this path. How this is easy, I don't know. Arunima, I'm not sure how this is easy. Not sure. But this is fun, this is adventure. As long as you don't hurt your knees. We are almost coming to an end to this beautiful walk and we really enjoyed it. But one thing I should mention, that when it says that it's a very easy walk, I don't think that classification is applied to anyone is coming for this walk. It could be very challenging for some people because there are a lot of steps that you need to actually go up and down, and those steps are made with uneven rocks. Easy means many things, so you need to assess the situation. This video might help if you have watched this video or watching this video. I'm recording this whole walking path, 1.8 kilometer, nearly 2 kilometers, and we have been walking fairly easily, relaxing way because I'm making video. Otherwise, if you're walking faster, you might go faster. It depends. But the definition of word easy could mean many things for many people. So we are approaching end of our walking trail. We completed our Hermitage Track walk and this was the end. It was beautiful. I think as you have seen our video, it was just amazing. The view of Sydney Harbour is just always spectacular wherever you stand. As we mentioned, sometimes it could be challenging if you have issues walking, climbing uphill because there are steps that you need to navigate. Otherwise, there are mostly very flat surface that you can walk on. It is probably one of the easiest walk because imagine the other walks like Bondi Kuchi was much more challenging and it took like almost 4 hours for us. And these are very rich people's house, beautiful houses of Vaucluse. I think I need to play the ABBA music, money, money, money.